What's going on, everybody? I'm Aaron.
I'm Katie.
And today for Outside the Box, we're doing Alien and Predator and Prometheus toys. So, as you know, I am a big Alien fan. Like, I love the movies, I love the comics, I like the odd toys that came out in the 90s. I want to find them all. I've got a huge set here behind me, which you really can't see half of it because it's all zoomed in, of my Alien collection. This is all going on there today, if we can find room. Katie's our set designer, so she gets to figure it out. So today we have two alien types. The one Engineer and a Predator that is actually from the Aliens vs. Predator comic series. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the dog alien first, and then we'll open up. Yours is gonna be pretty easy to open because it's just cardboard. So I got to figure out how to get into this lovely security. I wish I had my knife with me. That'd make it so much easier. I hate this security stuff because does more. Katie gets hers out easy. So Katie, go ahead and show off yours, and I'll get back to mine when I get done tearing into this stuff.
So right here, I'll get them out of the package. We have the Serpent Hunter. It has over 30 points of articulation, dual wrist blades, sword and shuriken, and an alien head.
Oh, he has an alien head in there?
That's what it said on here.
Oh, the alien helmet. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry for the noise, folks, but I'm excited to get into this one. Oh, this has actually got a stand, too. So, as soon as you get yours out, I'll show off mine.
Or if you can get yours out quicker. I mean, it's a race here. Whoever gets it out
Whoever
first
wins, we lose.
Yeah.
That's a bad Alien vs. Predator movie joke. You know, a lot of people hated those movies, but I was like a big fan of them. You know, because to me, it wasn't anything close to the comics. I mean, Paul Anderson.
I watched them because when I was too young when they came out, and I was like terrified of them.
See, I was never considered too young to watch the movies. My dad was like, you know, he wanted to expose me to everything, you know, kind of as an early age, so I could learn to appreciate what a good movie was before, you know, crap movies started coming out for kids and bad horror movies.
Really,
like,
wasn't for kids.
No, it wasn't. But I mean, you know, the whole concept of horror changed after the Alien movies. You know, people started making these like terrible. Okay, I know I'm gonna get some flack for this, but movies like Saw, that's more gore than it is horror to me. There's no real reason to fear with Saw, you know. You're just watching people go through something, you know, escaping. That's not the whole. I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but
to each their own.
Yeah, to each their own.
His little arm thing opens. I don't know what it's called.
That's the gauntlet.
His gauntlet opens.
Yep. What was so cool about that, Katie, is that gauntlet that he had was was able to program everything. Like, he could call a ship with it. He could self-destruct if he needed to. Which the self-destruct was
his tentacle thing.
Yeah, his hair. That's actually like dreadlocks.
Okay, so hair was right.
Yeah,
okay,
I didn't like hair, but they're reptilian, so it's not really. I don't know. It's kind of weird about the Predator. I've never understood.
They're long hanging bits.
Yeah.
Feel realistic. I gotta zoom in and put that alien helmet. There we go. Very good detail on him. And then it came with whatever this is. I don't know what this is.
No, that stays on there.
Is this?
That's his shoulder cannon. His plasma cannon.
He's got a shoulder cannon, and then he's got like hands.
Yeah.
And then a sword and another thing.
Yeah. So you can change out the hands, and on this one you can actually add those. You can give him the shurikens. You can give him the sword. Either way, you can kind of change it up. So, what happened? You lost a piece? The shuriken? Alright, we'll find it later.
It fell. It bounced off my leg.
It's probably down on the ground, so it's right there by the table, the foot of the table there. So anyway, while Katie's finished off with that one, and I'll let her go ahead and get started on her next one, I've got here the Runner Alien. Now this is from the movie Alien 3, and the detail in this is amazing. Now a lot of people panned Alien 3. A lot of critics hated it, but it had changed story so many times, and the story had changed up so many times, and it was just. I wonder if his neck moved. No, probably not. But the cool thing about the Runner Alien, Katie, is it was the first time we actually get to see the whole genetic factor in place. The Runner it didn't stand like a traditional alien, so it didn't stand like this. Instead, it crawled on all fours, which was something new to the Alien series. Like before that, there had never been, there had never been an alien born from something other than human.
Yeah.
So this was the first time, and then. Like the original cut, it was a dog. Like the facehugger latched hold to a dog, and in the DVD release, or not the DVD, but the director's release, it was an ox. So, and we find out what a queen chestburster looks like, all that fun stuff. It's really amazing how much that story changed. But a lot of fans hated it because they killed off Ripley. Spoiler alert if you hadn't seen it. You should have seen it by now. It's almost a 20-something-year-old, almost 30-year-old movie. So now I don't know how the stand works for this one because, like I said, but I'll put it as him leaping. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
I haven't seen it.
So there we go. There's our Runner Alien. Well, spoiler alert. Sorry, Katie, but I won't tell you how she dies. So. Anyway, that's how it's supposed to stand on the stand, apparently. So I may be wrong on that, but hey,
if it works,
it works for me because I like the fact that I've got it looking like he's about to spring up and attack.
You want to put these in the bag?
Yeah, I can toss that out. So anyway, Katie, go ahead and open up your next one, and I'll open up my next one.
We both need scissors at the same time.
Okay, so I want to be careful because there's a comic. Oh, the comic's right down there. And this is what's cool about this one is these are based off of this is actually based off the old Kenner toy. Meanwhile, Katie's got the. I almost called you someone else.
I know. That's what I was like.
I almost called her my niece's name, and I was like, wow, I'm getting old here. I'm starting to forget names.
I'm not that young.
I know. But I did have your age wrong yesterday. So.
Yeah, you really did.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cut here. When we come back, we'll have both of these out and we'll explain them. Okay, so we got everything out of the box now because that was going to take like 2 hours to do.
Yeah.
Because we hate security plastic. But this is the cool thing. So Katie, you want to show off yours first? Or do you want me to show off mine?
Whatever you feel like doing.
All right, so this is the Gorilla, which is from the comic series. In fact, they actually give you the Jungle Attack comic book. It came with each of the toys. Like back in the day. Kenner made these awesome like aliens based action figures just because Alien 3 was coming out and they introduced the concept of genetic manipulation to the host. So like the dog alien came out. Well, next thing you know, they introduced this blue facehugger here, which is created by, here we'll get a little closer so it can actually focus.
Teamwork.
It's having a hard time focusing on it, so there we go.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can see the detail in it there. So when they made this blue facehugger, for the comic, they also made our Gorilla Xenomorph. Now the original Gorilla toy was very funny looking. It didn't look anything like a Xenomorph. But the cool thing about the Gorilla one is, look at this tail. Like, you know how most aliens have that kind of sharpened bladed tail. This has got the grip, the hand on it, so he can hang from the trees and swing. And it was basically a creature bred from a gorilla. Now the cool thing about the Neca toy here is, say you want to go with the more traditional cowl rather than this black cowl, they give you a clear cowl so you can actually see the skull of this thing. And there you go. So now the only thing about this toy that I've noticed that maybe I'm just not playing with it right is the mouth doesn't move out. So you can open the mouth And there's the inner set of jaws there, but other than that, there really isn't the mouth doesn't move. Maybe I'm just not playing with it right. I mean, it looks like it's loose in there, so it should come right out, but yeah, it's not gonna come out. It's pretty much just stuck in there to move around as you want to move it. But that's pretty cool. And like I said, it came with the face hugger, which is pretty cool, and the comic. So I'm gonna be reading that comic after we get done.
Here is the engineer in his pressure suit.
And Katie discovered one cool. There it goes. It's gonna take a while, but
disturbing feature about him.
Yeah.
His butt cheeks are flabby.
Yeah, so you can actually touch his butt cheeks, and they're like really soft.
They deflate.
Yeah, so.
I guess he got a poor butt job.
Now, I know we said we just had the 4 action figures, but I totally forgot about this, and so this is an added bonus for this video. I need to borrow these for a second because this is taped.
He can do the John Cena. Can't see. Don't make toys posable or I'll do stupid things.
Yeah. So the final part in this is while going through FYE to get some items the other day, which you'll see one of them actually this week, is we got these face huggers and chest bursters, which can go in these little tubes. Now here's the cool thing about this tube. Now you ready, Katie? Turn it on. And in the movie Aliens, they come into the lab of Weyland-Yutani, which is right there on the colony, LV-426, and they happen to discover these things in tubes. What's so funny is one of the characters gets close to it, and the chest burster or the face hugger tries to hop out. So I actually don't know if you can take these. Yeah, you can take it off. There's a little rubber band right there. Don't lose the rubber band if possible. And you can actually take the lid off with the rubber band, with the rubber bands. I'm gonna leave the face huggers in there. Oh no. I thought it broke. I'm good. It's all twisted though.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this is they're like that, but if you don't want to have to leave the rubber bands on there, you don't have to. It just adds to the aesthetic of it and keeps it in place.
Adds to it.
Yeah. So anyway, these are pretty cool. Like we'll see if we can get a couple of the other toys out of there.
These guys crack me up.
Oh, the chest burster.
Yeah.
Now, Katie, you saw Alien.
Little arms.
You saw Alien Covenant. You remember the chest burster and that. This is why I was so bent out of shape. I'm not gonna ruin the movie, but they changed up the chest burster scene and that. But if we can get it a little bit to focus, I don't know if it's gonna do it or not. But anyway, these are actually the traditional chest burster compared to in the movie where the chest burster was just kind of like. I don't want to ruin it.
It was Hello Kitty, that's what it was.
Yeah, our cat. the team cat. So I think all of these are pretty cool. So let's show everything off one more time, Katie, and then we'll call it, for the video. So
Flabby Butt Cheek McGee.
We've got our gorilla alien, also known as Mr. Grabby Tail.
What was he again?
That's the Serpent Hunter Predator.
Serpent Hunter Predator. I knew
from the Aliens vs. Predator comics. And then the dog alien. So
Gorilla fell over.
Yep, Gorilla decided he didn't want to stand.
And then the chest bursters on display.
Face huggers.
Face huggers, Jesus.
Yeah, you need to watch more movies.
No, it's just I'm tired.
Yeah. So anyway, I think these are all pretty cool. Neca does a really good job with their toys, and I'm gonna be keeping these up on the set now, so they'll be behind me whenever we go to do the movie, or not movie, whenever we go to film. So this will be pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Leave a comment below to let us know what you'd like to see us unbox or do next. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.